In this Neverwinter Nights Tactica, we're going to explore the idea of maximizing experience points, building on this idea of effectively leveling up your character. Now, certain character builds require more experience points than others to unlock feats and clickies. What I mean by that is Neverwinter Nights being built on the D&D 3.x platform means all of the character classes level up at the same time, but they are in no way balanced. Different unlocks give you different clickies and different abilities. So from that perspective, the difference of, no spoilers, finishing a campaign or finishing an adventure at level 14 compared to level 17, it adds up through the chapters, can make a big difference. And of course, we also see this if we're looking at playing multiple character classes, if we're dipping into 2 or 3. And one could counter. You could play Neverwinter Nights with a primary character class, but since you have the ability to dip into 3, maybe you want to explore that. And in that case, we want to get the most experience possible. Now, Neverwinter Nights being a combat engine, your primary method for receiving experience is based on 2 factors: defeating challenges, defeating monsters, defeating encounters, and then the level of the character class that you're playing. For the primary campaign and some of the premium modules, this is balanced out. Some of the other modules, if you go in with a pre-generated character or you're importing a character, the recommended levels might be from levels 1 to 3, but if I'm coming in at level 5, I'm going to hack and slash through those minions, and I'm not going to get any experience whatsoever. So there is a sliding scale matrix. In the primary campaign and those premiums, I don't have to worry about that. What this means is the experience points that are coming in per kill, per encounter, get divided by the party size. And this is really important. So if you have a henchman, your full experience pipe is going to be diluted. Now, I'm not saying don't take a henchman. Without any spoilers, there are some unlocks, there are some side quests, there are some objects and items that the different henchmen are going to give to you. Having that henchman makes certain character class builds easier than others. And while you can make it through the entire game just playing solo, at different points, the difference between having a magic support or kind of close support by playing a monk or a barbarian NPC, it does make things much easier. So I won't say don't include a henchman, but if we're going to do that, it's going to be diluted. Now, do you want to kind of min and max and drop a henchman, add a henchman? We could explore that. The other perspective is summons. Summons are not only just for arcane classes, although primary that, but when you jump in with that, now technically I have 3 party members. Or if I have a wand, I UMD it, or I have some sort of clicky that allows to summon, it's going to be distributed. So if I'm playing a mage-based character and I'm running essentially with 3 characters in the game, myself, the primary toon, a henchman, and then a summons, that's a 3-way dilution. Do I really need it? Do I really need it? That's the big question of, I can probably, if we're looking at the base campaign, I can probably chew through some of the points in that just by myself fighting those minions without any help. Then when I get to a potential boss encounter or some of the harder quest encounters there, maybe at that point I want to pull something in. I mean, I could still possibly solo it, but it is easier to have some backup. So this idea of being aware of your XP pipe and knowing when possibly you just want to run solo, or when to pull in a hireling, or when to pull in a hireling and a summons.